Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, December 12th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I'm Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I nurture and lean into the things and energies that make me feel gratitude. And I am grateful for you. I am grateful for this astrological day that has so much cosmic gooiness to dig into. 12/12, new moon in Sagittarius, and for some of us, Mercury retrograde today. For some of us, it's going retrograde tomorrow. But we're still going to look at it a little bit today along with the lens of things. Now I have to say that this is my third time attempting to record because Joe and Luce have made their presence way too known in the other two videos, and it just became a little bit too much. So let's see if we can get this going. We're actually going to start with the 12/12 energy. I believe that any number repetition energy is almost like pillars and is a portal to move through. And I started my day today actually thinking about the 12/12 energies and all of the different number combinations. And I just think it brings so much lovely energy for us to support the new moon energies with today. So 12/12 all together is 24, and 2 and 4 is 6, and 6 energy in astrology, it's Venus, it's love and balance and pleasure. And so this is a reminder that it is good and beneficial and wonderful to move through a portal where you know that you are worthy and deserving of good and love and pleasure and balance in your life, that harmony with and in and through the universe, and to find, just like the gratitude, find that pleasure. 12 energy, so that is 1 + 2, and that is a 3 altogether. Are we going into the 3 or are we going into the 1, 2? Let's start 1, 2, 3. So 1 energy in astrology connects to the heart. So it's just being one, one with the heart, moving through, letting that energy pulse through you, move through you. Just bringing that love force energy through. 2 energy is that nurturing energy. So that was the energy mantra today. Where can you nurture? Where can you nurture your heart? Where can you nurture that pleasure energy? And 3 actually resonates with Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. So we're connecting into that Jupiter energy with the 3. Excuse me. There is a cosmic, tickling my face with my hair. There's a cosmic mystery that comes with 3. So whether it's the mathematical cosmic 369 energy, or if it's connecting to Christianity, the mystery of the Trinity. The 3 has a very expansive and mystical quality to it. And so essentially, we're walking through a portal of 3s with the 1 and the 2 supporting and an overall 6. And this is just such a beautiful energy to do on New Moon Day. So the new moon is happening at 3:32 p.m. Pacific time, but because it's a 3/3/12/12 day, we're going to say that it's 3:33 p.m. Pacific time that the new moon is happening, because that's close enough. And it just feels magical. These energies working for us, with us together. This new moon is connected to Uranus. So today, Monday, as of this recording, we have not yet hit the Sun-Uranus in conjunction energy, so we're still building to that. So things that have needed to be processed, things that have needed to come up, be released, have been coming up. So chances are there is still some more release work to do, especially as the moon connects to Uranus on the way to the new moon, which will be some point in some point in the afternoon, probably right around like 2-3 o'clock Pacific time. The Uranus energy is meant to help you in your evolution, your personal revolution. It is a good thing ultimately, but it can be challenging. So you may find yourself kind of like sailing through the day, and then some Uranus comes your way. It usually comes in little sudden bursts, like the whack. But celebrate it. Have gratitude for it, because it's helping you liberate some energy. Now, the energy of Sagittarius is meant to be a higher-minded energy, where we go beyond the Gemini, which is like, I notice what's happening in the moment, and what's happening is the truth. Sagittarius is like, that's all happenstance. We see that through lens. There is a larger belief. There's a larger, higher mind that we can connect into that knows and aligns with the truth of the universe. And in this Sagittarius energy, we are meant to connect in with that somewhat. Now, that being said, something that's been on my mind the last few days is I saw some posts that talked about, when you are in trauma or have had some major trauma that's kind of dominating you at this moment, you can be surrounded by the most lush, magical thing and not see it because you're in the trauma lens. And it made me think of like all the different lenses that we wear. Sometimes we wear the critical lens. Sometimes we wear the rose-colored glasses. Sometimes we have a shattered lens. Sometimes we can choose to change our lens, and sometimes we are so inundated in it that we can't. But if you are somebody who can choose your lens, if you are somebody who can see the goodness, who can bring forth the love, who can hold spaces of gratitude, please know that this makes a difference in the world for all of us. You cannot force people to get there. You cannot force people to be there, but you can shine that light. And I think that this new moon is a beautiful reminder of that, especially with the Uranus energy right there, because all of us may have that little, oh, I didn't want to feel that moment through these energies today. And yet we can come back to the beautiful lens. Now, it's so funny because I actually looked at the Sabian symbol right when I was having brain consultations around the lenses. And it's interesting because the Sabian symbol I looked up was actually 21 degrees instead of 20 degrees because it was typed in. I was like, hey, yay, okay. So we're going to look at the 20 degree one because I always like to look at where we are. But where we are going for Sabian symbol 21, Sagittarius, a child and a dog wearing borrowed eyeglasses. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm thinking about these lenses, and here it is. The keynote is the use of imagination and make-believe in anticipating higher stages of development. So it's just beautiful that that's brought forward. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. I'm going to actually read this. So what it's saying is like, this is kind of about like an imitation of consciousness. Eyeglasses symbolize intellectual development. My Gemini brain is like latching onto things. But it's gonna go on a little bit. The process of growth by identification with a master or guru. In a sense, it's mere pretending or make-believe, yet wearing the mask of a god, the medicine man at the time becomes, for all practical purposes, the incarnation of the god. Growth is always hierarchical process. Even the growing entity is not aware of. That's interesting. It connects with the cards. Like, it's all just connecting in such a beautiful 369 mystical experience way. If you can choose the lens of goodness, choose the lens of gratitude for yourself as you set these intentions in and through this energy. And if you can't do that, I think prayer, connecting to the universe, recognizing the higher plan as much as possible is the next best lean into if you are wearing the shattered eyeglasses right now. I also love the saving symbol for Sagittarius 20. In an old-fashioned northern village, men cut the ice of a frozen pond for use during the summer. So what it says is the foresighted use of natural resources to supply future needs. And that's the thing that I think we need to remember. We get so caught up in the now, right? The Gemini energy is the now. We get so caught up in the now. And yet, there is this beautiful unfolding that we have to be aware of. So in this, they're cutting, into the pond so they can get into it, in winter when they need to, right? The gratitude, the feelings that you're feeling now do help establish future paths, future energies for you. Know that we are always manifesting. And so especially when we put intention into it, it's very purposeful and beautiful. Now this goes hand in hand with the Mercury retrograde piece. So we have Mercury going retrograde in the sign of Capricorn, and it will be retrograding back into Sagittarius. And again, this feels so potent because Capricorn is where we take positive, forward, physical steps into momentum, into where we want to go, into the future. Sagittarius is where we establish the belief, where we establish the vision. And so with this Mercury retrograde, we are getting to review the steps that we're taking. We're getting to check in, am I really aligning with belief, my belief? Am I aligning with my vision? Are my steps that I'm taking in the physical, are they decidedly connected to that? Or am I taking myself around in circles, with my lack of belief, my fear of belief, my lack of hope, any of those things that can take us around in circles. And so this is a beautiful few weeks, all the way until January 1st, this retrograde that will take us through really inspecting our physical decisions and how we are aligning with it, and our belief work, our vision work, our gratitude work, the mental happenings of this. Now, of course, we're going to have all the Mercury shenanigans, technology, and oh my goodness, it might be interesting on holidays with flights and people receiving gifts, and breathe all that, because all of that is working with you one way or another, and we can always make through all that stuff. But truly, that lesson is so powerful in this time. So as I look at these energies all together, I'm just wowed. I'm just wowed by them. Besides all this, we will have the Moon and Mars connecting and the Moon and Neptune connecting through the day. The Moon and Mars can bring about some of those withheld feelings that need to come through. Moon and Neptune could get a little confusing. You may feel your hope dip. You may feel like practicing gratitude right now feels fake. And it's funny because that came up in the cards. And I think this came up the other week. That lack of trust because it feels fake. I can't pretend to trust this thing. I can't pretend to have gratitude when I don't have it. And so we have to look at those places within ourselves, because I do not believe in fake it till you make it. I don't believe if we feel fake about something that it helps. That's why I like use your illusion, because I feel like when we can be in the illusion, we can use it. But fake it till you make it is not the thing. So watch for that within yourself and notice, what is that wall to belief in your future, in the goodness, in the light, in your vision. What in your past does Uranus need to help you liberate? And we have this card. There may be some tears you have to move through. This is a very mental card. Both of these cards are very mental in their nature. So be aware of that in this. And the final card we have is Existence. It is the Magician. I'm hearing, I posted this song the other day with some picture. Oh, it was a picture of the sun with rays. I posted it on my Instagram stories. and I posted the song. I don't remember what the exact words are because I have the wrong words in my head. The words that are in my head is, give me evidence of its brilliance. I think it's in the evidence of its brilliance. That to me connects to this existence card. This is the abracadabra card. As I speak, so I create. The universe is showing the brilliance of your creations. Find the gratitude in those things. Find the brilliance. Find those beautiful moments and feed that into your intentions. Your intention can be world peace. It doesn't have to be an intention. I want a house. I want a boyfriend. I want $1 million. I want a car. And it can be those things. Feed into the brilliance. Feed into the pleasure. Oh my. Cat fight. Feed into that energy. Feed into the silliness. They're like, you're in my way. You're blocking my brilliance. And little by little, we are going to get there all together. So this is way long enough. Way longer than I thought I'd go. My 3rd time trying this. I got it done. Leave a comment. What are you grateful for today? Get entered into my giveaway for a reading for the new year, 2024. Or book a reading, buy a holiday gift certificate, whatever. Email me if you have any questions. And besides all this, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are. You are love. Namaste.